Hello everyone, in today's video I'm gonna be talking about mediums, the medium class in the game, and what to do with them, what to put on them, on the crew, on the equipment on them, what you should use in what situation. And yeah, I did find a lot of flaws in the last video that I made about heavy tanks. I didn't really explain what to put on them, and I didn't really do good enough of a job. So in this video I'm gonna try harder, so this class is gonna be explained better than the last one. So yeah, okay, first of all, what you need to know about mediums: they are kind of a support class in the game. They can support all fronts. You can go wherever you want with them. You won't make a mistake. You wanna go with heavies and support heavies, sure, you can go that way. You wanna go where lights go, you can go that way. Or you wanna go the separate way where mediums some maybe go, you can go also that way. Mediums aren't really tied by any place like heavies are. So to me they are more fun to play. They're more noble, not noble, mobile. Yeah. So I wouldn't say they are easier to play. Heavies are more easier because you just go one way and shoot each other. But mediums, they need some skill. Not a lot of skill, but some skill. So yeah, you can either go support heavies, go your own way, find a place where you can dish out the most damage, or even spot yourself if light tanks aren't doing their job, which most of the time they aren't. So yeah, first of all, what I want to talk about is so mediums don't have a lot of armor. They're easily penetrated, but what they do have is a good mobility, a good gun, good damage per minute, and solid gun penetration, that is armor penetration. So yeah, they aren't really going one way or another. They are, how can I say this, yeah, jack of all trades. So they can be useful in some situations and they can suck in also some situations. So yeah, sometimes you wish you had more armor, sometimes you wish you had more penetration. So yeah, but most of all they are kind of jack of all trades. So first of all, what I want to talk about is the crew. So as you can see, this crew here, I don't have anything on them, which is kind of sad, but I do have on the other tank. Sorry, wasn't meant to do that. I forgot. I mean, I'm not sure which tank I have the best crew that is tied down. I think this. No, it's not that. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you just right now. So first of all, as you can see the crew here. So whatever tank you play that is a medium, sometimes they will have maybe 5, 4, 3. So yeah, it really doesn't matter how much crew. I mean, it matters, but usually mediums have 4 or 5 crew members. And yeah, so first of all, let's go to the commander. What I want to show is you go personal files right here, and then you go to skills. So what you want to train first on this, I did this, but I'm gonna change it to the different thing. You want to have 6 cents on every tank. It doesn't matter, heavy, light, TD. 6 cents is the best thing you can get on a commander. It's really needed, because if you get spotted but you don't know you got spotted, you're gonna get shot first and then back out. But if you have 6 cents, you are gonna get spotted and you're gonna see that light bulb, and then you're gonna back down and you are maybe not gonna take any shots or get shot. So yeah, first of all, the commander needs 6 cents. Then he needs jack of all trades, so he can when a crew member dies, he can change or trade with them. And the last thing, you could take eagle eye, or maybe even repairs or concealment, what you need more. But the standard is 6 cents, jack of all trades, and maybe recon or eagle eye. The last one really depends on you and the tank you're driving. So yeah, let's move on to the gunner. So the gunner, and I do this for every tank, all the other crew members need to have repairs, because repairs are important. If you can repair your tank super fast, that helps, because you don't have to use the repair kit for, I don't know, a silly track or something like that. So yeah, repairs are really important. And the second thing you want to take is brothers in arms. This improves all skills for the entire crew, and if you put on all 3 or 4, how many crew members you have, it's gonna work like a charm. So yeah. And the last thing you want to take depends on what tank you're driving. Again, this thing here, it depends on you. You want to improve accuracy during turret rotation? Yeah, take snapshot. I think most of the people on mediums take snapshot, so I think snapshot is the best option, and everything else is, well, depending if you take it or not. So yeah, that's the gunner. Now we move on to the driver. Also repair kit and oh wait, okay, repair kit and brothers in arms are the most important things on your crew, so you need to take them. So yeah, and of course, so you take repairs, you take brothers in arms, and the last thing can be depending again on the tank. So it all depends on the tank. If you feel like you're slow, if you feel like the tank doesn't move or rotate as he should, you take some of this stuff depending on the tank. So yeah, most of the people, again, Sud Ride take because of the mediums, improves accuracy when firing on the move, because you drive a medium, usually you're always gonna be on the move. So yeah, that's what you mostly are gonna take for these tanks. So yeah, and the last one is the loader. Yeah, so the loader, same stuff, take repairs, brothers in arms, and the last thing should be maybe situational awareness or whatever you think you should take. Ah, I'm sorry. So in this happens. So sometimes one crew member gets 2 jobs, as you can see loader here. So you don't have a 5th member, which is the radio operator. What you want to do with the loader, because that's his first thing and the radio operator is the second, you want to take what I said before. It's repairs, it's brothers in arms, and for the loader you want to take, let's see which one of this is it. So intuition, you want to take intuition, because there's a lot of times when you're reloading and you see a heavy target like a heavy tank and you know you can't penetrate them. You want to change to your second key, that is your second shell or second type shell, and use that. But when you use it, the gun reloads again. With intuition, that doesn't happen. So you can be in the middle of the reload and press the 2 key and change your shell type, and it's still gonna reload the same and finish at the same time, which is super good. A lot of pro players use this. I mean, almost everyone who knows this game a little better use this. This is one of the best, for me it's one of the best things you can take next to the 6 cents. So yeah, that's probably the third thing you're gonna be taking on this. So you go repairs, brothers in arms, and then intuition. So yeah, that's about the crew. Now let's move on to the equipment. As you can see here, this costs a lot, but it can help you along the way. So the two most important things for me is to take the tank gun rammer and the ventilation. And the last thing, it depends. If you think your tank doesn't have accuracy on the move, you take a vertical stabilizer. Some tanks have this, some don't. I think up in the higher tiers, like 8 and up to 10, I think you can buy vertical stabilizers, but I think 5 to 6, maybe 7, they aren't. So the only thing you can take next to that is enhanced gun length drive, which is plus 10% to aiming speed, which is pretty good also. So it depends. If you feel like your aiming speed is not that good, you take this. If you think you need more accuracy on the movement, you take this. If you think you don't need both of these things, you can take either, like I did, binocular telescopes, which when stationary help you with range, that is radio range or spot range. So yeah, or you can take coated optics which change which give you 10% to view range. Yeah, view range, that's right. So give you 10% to view range, but you don't have to be stationary. So binoculars, there when you're stationary, plus 25, improve a lot more, but you have to be stationary, so you can't move. And with coated optics, you can move and still get that 10%, which is pretty good if you feel like your medium can't outspot some heavies or mediums. So yeah. Now when it comes down to the repairs, I'm a free-to player. I'm not pay-to-winner here. I'm free-to-play player. So I usually use small first aid kits, small repair kits. I learned my way with the keys and know how to use this. If you have some money, you can buy pudding and tea and use that. This is pretty good. It gives you 10% to all skills and perks, which is awesome. And if you have a lot more credits, you can take large first aid kits and large repair kits. So you just press that and it repairs everything. That's pretty good. But I'm a free-to player, so I use this small first aid kit and small repair kit. I don't really want to waste my money because it costs 20,000. Yeah, it costs a lot, for me at least, and I can't in one battle earn more that I can, well, spend. So yeah, pudding and tea, because I am playing free to play. Yeah, that sounds good. You can take this on maybe premium medium tank. So yeah, if you have premium mediums, you can use. They earn more money. They give you more XP for your crew, and that's, well, the premiums are much better than the standard ones. That's what I want to say. So yeah. I think that's about it for the crew, and there isn't anything else you can really put, except you can go to exterior, put the camo if you want, if you have camo. If you don't, you don't. You can buy it for 72,000, I think. Let's actually go. As you can see, you have these preset styles, and you can buy the UK for 75. I have these because I played the game through some events and I got free camos. So yeah, the more you play this game, if you are a camo lover, you can well, over the events collect some camos, which is pretty good also. And yeah, that's about the mediums and what you need to put on them. I'm gonna go and transition to the maps. I'm gonna be showing a few maps, not all of them, just so you can understand the point. And I'll even show a replay of mine. I hope it works, and you can see some of that action. So yeah, I'm gonna move now. Okay, we are on this screen, so I'm gonna be showing you some of the maps, not like in the last video which took 50 some minutes, which is not good. So yeah, I'm gonna do fast. I'm gonna try to do these maps faster. So yeah, what you need to know about mediums is that you can actually go wherever you want with them. They're not tied down to any spot. You want to be going where heavy tanks go, you can go where light, and when I said mediums go, you can go even here. You can try to go in here. You can even camp if you want. You can even follow heavy tanks this way and maybe climb here and maybe have some shots. There are a lot of places for mediums to take over. So if you get here, maybe you can even climb here and use these places to shoot from. So yeah, pretty good. So if you go here, you can have this place where you can shoot to. If you go here, you have this place where heavies fight. If you go there, you can have this. So mediums are jack of all trades. So doesn't matter what map it is. If you feel like your flank is losing or your line is losing, you can always go and move to the next line or run away and help out the other line. So let me find a better map for this. Let's see. I think this map will do, or even this one. Actually, this one might be the best, but I'm not sure. So okay, first of all, let me just put out the heavies. Heavies go here, go here, go here, and go here. So that's about for the heavies. They go there and there. I already did this. Now with the mediums, you can go this way, and usually mediums do fight here. You can go with mediums here, and you can try to spot somebody that's here, that is actually there. So yeah, with mediums you can go with heavy tanks together. And yeah, but what I wanted to say is, for instance, is let's see. Okay, now this flank here is losing, so they are pushing this flank. They're going here and pushing it. Now you are here. With a medium, you can easily turn around and try and help this flank to not lose, help them out because your flank is winning. With mediums, you can also go and flank from this side and help the heavies push easier. You can even go all around, like I said, with mediums and fight with other mediums. There is not a place where you can't go with a medium and still do something. I mean, there are some places you can't really go like a light tank and rush in through the middle and see, oh yeah, I'm the best, and you die. But you can do similar stuff. But you need to be wary where you go. If you go to the heavy tank side, you need to be careful because there's a lot of tanks you can't actually penetrate if you don't use your premium shells, which cost. So yeah, and mediums for me are a lot more fun to play actually than heavies, because they are nimble. They can go where they want. They can help out almost every flank, and yeah. So if you feel, you can be like, okay, let's see this. So first of all, you have heavies going here, right? And then you go with the mediums here and mediums fight here, right? What you can do is, if you win this flank that is, okay, let's do this. If you win this flank and you even push through here, and they're still fighting there, it happens again. So they're fighting here, and what happens is your line is losing. They're pulled back here, so they lost that line and they pushed it further. Okay, I still need to learn this. So yeah, they pushed that side further, you push this side further here. With mediums you can easily maneuver, and you can easily just, oh yeah, I'm gonna go through the buildings, go here and reinforce my team. Or you can go blitzkrieg tactics with like the Germans used, and just push them in and go around and take them from the back or even from the side. It really doesn't matter, as long as your heavy tanks can withstand this push, this long push. This long push right here. You can still do it. Mediums are for me one of the funnest tanks to play. One of the not the easiest, but like it says, medium is medium to play like. What I want to say is, like, you have in games like easy mode, medium mode, and hard mode, and well, what else you can throw in there. But mediums are like mediums, you know. They are not hard to play, but they're not easy to play. If you know how to use them and put them in the right situation, you can easily be the best on your team by damage, or by even spotting. And yeah, so mediums are for me pretty fun. So yeah, that's about for the maps. I don't wanna really show any more maps. You get the point. With mediums you can really go anywhere, but you need to be careful. That's what I can say about them, and that's probably the fun thing about the mediums. So I'm gonna move on to the replay and see you in the replay. Okay, here we are. I'm just gonna unpause this so it goes. So let me just speed this up. Okay, so as you can see, I'm playing the FV 4202. That's my friend there. We are blocking each other, or you could say like, you go first, you go first. So it really doesn't matter. That's just us playing fun at it. Because this game this is boring. I already said this game is boring. I mean, this game can sometimes get boring in a way. So yeah, as you can see here, I moved to the, not the middle of the map, but I moved here where I can work the ridge, and if somebody gets spotted on the other side, I can shoot. So for now they are behind the rock, so I can't shoot them. And oh, there's the first target. Let's see if we can get a shot at it. And we did. Nice. Let's see if we can get another one. Yes, we can. So yeah, unfortunately for me, this recording is kinda old, so I can't really remember what I did, but I did watch it through and saw the damage, and I saw the victory, so I said, yeah, this should be a perfect game. I don't really want to show losses. I mean, who wants to watch somebody show a lost game, or a game where you don't do that much damage in it? So yeah, as you can see here, I'm hiding behind this bush, and I'm really using my my gun and my gun depression. So yeah, for now we are just camping here and waiting for somebody to get spotted. So yeah, as you can see, that Toho there is he decided to, well, to die, so he went to the open area. And now, as you can see, he went to the open area, and that's what you shouldn't do with a heavy tank. As you can see, he went into the open area, and that's what happened. And yeah, well, we got him easily. As you can see, the heavy tanks are moving through the city, and the other side, in 1 and 2 line, they're trying to hold out, but it depends how long they can take. As long as the 7 and 8 line, as you can see on the map there, can push faster, we can actually go behind them and win the game. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to get a shot at this, and I hope I can, and I didn't. So yeah, and now we move forward because our team pushed and we followed the team. What I'm doing right now is what I'm telling you. I'm supporting the heavy tanks. I'm going their way, I'm going with them, and I'm kind of I'm standing on the flank when I'm on the flank I can help them out. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm gonna use this little heal for my gun depression so I don't really get shot. Even though they are not shooting at me, they're looking at the heavies. So yeah, this is an easy pick for me. As you can see, I'm here on the side and waiting for him to come out behind the building. Now what he's gonna do is a pretty stupid move. He's gonna go forth, and I don't know what he did there. I guess he just kinda quit and tried to go into a low profile and tried to hide his body and only show his turret, but his turret is pretty weak, so I can easily penetrate him. And now we get to this point where I'm in the front lines. This is where I'm actually in the front lines. So heavies are behind me, I'm in front of them. I'm not really on the side, I'm really in the front lines. So I maybe get one shot on that FV. He's the same tank as me, so, and maybe I get on that tank, but I think I don't. Yeah, I don't. So yeah, all we do now is kinda wait and see how the game progresses. What I'm doing here is kinda waiting for the heavy tanks to move up or try to kill the FV, because the FV is blocking me from going forward. So I'm just kinda waiting, and yeah. So I couldn't wait. I don't have enough patience. I'm not an old man. So I decide to move forward as I think it's safe. So what I do here is not really recommended because I'm going in the front lines. Heavy tanks are now really behind me, and I decide, okay, we're gonna get into the cap circle and we are gonna brawl out with the heavy tanks. So yeah, this is a ricochet, of course. I couldn't penetrate because that's a heavy. He has better armor than my gun is. So yeah, now I'm just standing here and capping and kinda revealing my body, maybe making him shoot it and thinking that he can penetrate it. So if you're hulled down with a tank, sometimes heavies can actually bounce off your turret. And now I went, as you can see here, he bounced, but also I bounced. And I'm just kinda standing here and we are capping. It's 18 seconds. I really don't want to cap. I want to kill them all. I want that damage. And as you can see here, I went out of the cap. I'm gonna try again and see if I can. So I decided I can't stay in this cap any longer. I really need to get out. So as you can see, I'm really trying here to prolong the time of our us capping. So I decided, well, if I'm gonna do something, as you can see, he still bounced me because he couldn't shoot anything except my. Now I went out and he shot me again, but he still bounced, and that my friend behind me shot me. But it doesn't matter because the friendly fire is off, and now I actually went all out. So yeah, and I tried to dish out the more damage, and yeah. Now I don't really know what I did there. It was kinda stupid. I should have just rushed in and got there, so I backed out. I was maybe afraid of the other tank, so the double barreled tank, and so I decided to back off. And the only two tanks are still remaining. Okay, actually one. And actually I think we capped and destroyed them. Actually we didn't. I think we didn't cap. I think we capped but didn't destroy the tanks. Yeah, so he was on one shot practically. I don't know if he was a one shot on for me or not, but yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say. What I did there is be a helping hand in push, not really pushing. I was really on the flank and camping. Helped the light tank who spotted the tanks. I shot the tanks that were in the city. Made heavy tanks push easier, so they didn't have that much tanks to go through. And yeah, I was there kinda helping. As you can see here, even with the medium you can really go on the front line and even juke it out with heavies if you can, as long as you hide your body. Your body is the weakest point on your tank, and the FV has a weak cupola, but sometimes it can bounce, So it's all depending on the RNG. And what I wanted to say is only on the Russians you can really use your cupola to bounce stuff, and I don't really know who else can use their cupola for that, but I think it's the Russians mostly. So that's about it. That's about the mediums, and I hope you liked it. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.